My name's Esty and this is my model Tiffany, and I'm going to show you a bridal makeup on Tiffany here. First we're going to start with our Mineral Tint Foundation. It's a moisturizer, and what this will do is just let our foundation glide on our skin and also give a small pearly iridescent underglow to the foundation. Next, what we're going to do is use our concealer Light Peach. Light Peach on a medium to dark skin tone gives a softer appearance and a more natural look versus light or medium color. The peach has a tendency to blend in with our tone of skin and doesn't make us look like we're wearing a mask. I'm going to place a small amount of product just under each eye, just simply tapping it in. She's a beautiful girl, and we don't need a lot of correction here, but just to soften these little small areas up. On your wedding day, it's very important that you want to look your absolute best and look as natural as possible. And then we're going to blend those in with our ring finger. And what you want to do is just slightly blend this back and forth. Don't rub at your skin. You don't want to tear the tissue of your skin. You just want to simply just pat and blend. Next, what we're going to do is take our liquid to powder mineral foundation. We're using the color Fawn, and I'm also just going to give it a little more depth with the little espresso. What I'm going to use as the espresso is I'm going to put the espresso on top of the Fawn to give my burned look around my face, and I'll show you that later. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a technique that will kind of bring in the face a little bit by contouring it. What we're going to do is take a little bit of the darker color, which is espresso. We're going to put it in areas just around underneath the cheekbone itself in this area. Just around down the jawline. On the jaw itself. We're going to shadow in the nose just a little bit. And that's just down this, on the edge of the tip, on the side of her cheek right here in their face, underneath the bone of the cheekbone itself, which is this area here, down the jawline, into this jawline, avoiding the chin. We want to make a sharper line just at the jawline. So then what we're going to do is take the same thing on the other side, just a simple matter. We're going to go on with our eyeshadow, and we're going to use an eyeshadow base. Our base is the lightest color we have, which is vanilla, which is a mineral shadow. We're just going to take it. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you wear it, you want to blend off the excess powder by just making sure that you just use your base all in white and just blend it away. You could use a shadow magnet, which we do have on our website, or you could just use a plain light powder, which I'm doing right now. And this will work as a base for your shadow. What you want to do is always make sure you blend in any kind of foundation that might crease. You want to load up your color immediately onto the lash line area and go all the way up to the brow bone. This is our lighter color. We're going to take our lightest next color. It's called Sandstone. It's loose mineral powder. What we're going to do is do the same thing. We're loading it onto the lash line itself on the upper lid, and we're going to blend it all the way up to the brow bone itself. This will just add a little bit of sparkle. So it just goes onto the brow bone, lash line, excuse me, and then just goes all the way up. What we're going to do next is take our rose gold color. It's another loose powder. It's a small but warmer tone, a little softer color. And we're just going to place this right on our lash line itself, just on the upper lid. Nowhere else, just on the upper lid. We're going to put it just underneath the arch of the eyebrow, just to highlight it a little bit, and that's it. Next, what we're going to do is take our next color, which is this nice little plum color, which is 801 Dimensional Shadow. We're going to place this under the lash line itself. What we're going to do next is bleed the line onto the top lash line, just on the outside corner. What we're going to do is we're going to take the same color, and for my model's eye shape, what we're going to do is we're going to make it a little smokier. What we're going to do is just tap it out, get it to the edge of the brow, just the edge of the eye. Simply put it in and just get it onto the crease. We're going to take our next to the deepest level shade, which is our dimensional shadow 803. And what we're going to do is we're going to start creating a shadow. If you can open your eye up, we're just going to get it into the crease, a small amount into just below the crease. And what this color will do is start to deepen and recess this eye, making it a little more dramatic. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little black eyeshadow and we're going to make it into a liner by simply adding a little water to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to line the very top. So all we're going to do is we're going to add a little more of the lightest purple color just on the smudge on the inside and just underneath the black liner. Just by simply tapping a little color, not only does it introduce a little bit of color in this area, but it also frames your eye nicely. I like to put the lash just on the outside edge. As you see, I've already done the right hand side. It just kind of gives the eye a little fuller and a doe-like look. To achieve this, I usually just bend the lash just slightly, get it on, measure it. I want to save the outside flare, so I'm only going to use half the lash. So what I normally do is just simply, with some scissors, I take and I literally will cut a small angle off the lash. Take the excess away. I have glue on my hand already. Just kind of get the glue on the edge. Let it dry just for a second or two, just so it can get tacked. Add a little more adhesive. Simply just place on. And just kind of get the edges in, because you want to make sure the edges stay, the outside corners and the inside corners stay glued down. This will kind of assure that your eye lash will stay on the entire night. We're going to go on to our blush. We have the Bare Raisin and the Velvet Crush. The Bare Raisin is a little darker. This will be our contour. We're going to use the tip of the blush brush, the outside edge, not the dome part, the outside edge. We're going to simply tap off our excess and we're going to follow our contour. Simply into the hollow of the cheekbone, on this side of the temporal, down on the jaw. We're going to be taking our Velvet Crush, which is our lighter color. And once again, we don't want to bring a lot of attention. We want to bring all our attention to our eyes. That's our most beautiful spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our highlight color just right on the just right on the height of the cheekbone itself, just in this area here. Both sides. And we're going to blend a small amount of color just below the eyebrow and just starting in. And we'll blend this in. What we're going to do is we're going to take our natural lip line and we're just going to enhance the top lip. And we're filling it in. And then what we're going to do is it's the top outside corner of her lip. Just falls short of the fullness that the rest of her mouth has. So we're just going to kind of lightly just blend that in. Same thing, you never really want to connect the two lips together. The top lip and the bottom lip. You want to make sure they're two separate entities. We're going to take a little brown lip pencil and we're just going to outline the outside edge. What we're going to do is after we've penciled in our darker color, we're just going to lightly blend it in to the other color. We're not going to try to focus over the whole entire lip. What we're doing is trying to give the lip a little more body. We're going to set our lip color with the invisible blotting powder. This powder is so a necessary powder. What it will do is if you put it on, it won't change any skin tone. It takes any kind of blemish away. Not blemish, but an oil. And what it will do is what will set our lip, our powder is perfect. We're taking our lipstick Godiva. It's part of our High Impact series. And what we're going to do is just simply put this on. It's a nice neutral mauve color. Don't forget, what I focused on was her eyes. I want her eyes to literally pop out and be the main focus of her wedding day. So it's a simple, nice little deep kind of mauvey, chocolatey rose color. We're going to blend in our synthetic lash line by just simply adding a little more extra liner on it just to blend it in. And then we're going to blend it even more with a little bit of mascara. Now what we're going to do is just lightly, with the small fluff, just take a little bit of our darker color that we started with, the 803. Load up the color, tap off the excess. What you want to do is look straight into a mirror. So right here. You're going to add a little more depth to the outside corner. Just a little bit more. Makes it a little more dramatic. Just kind of follow into the crease and blend in. We're going to follow up with an eyebrow color. All we're using is a soft taupe. We took the time to lighten the eyebrows just about 3 shades just so they're a little lighter. She has beautiful brows. So all we're doing is we're just putting a little more body to it. Just taking a soft taupe pencil, eyebrow pencil, and just following on the edge, giving it some body, following the top, taking the blender brush of it, just simply combing the eyebrows into shape. Now we're going to blend in our lashes, our natural lashes, with our new fake lashes. Take a little of the excess mascara off, simply look down, and just simply drag your natural lash over the artificial lash. This will blend them all in. This is our final look on our model Tiffany. All the accessories, the gown and everything came from a girlfriend's store who owns White Flower Bridal Boutique in San Diego. You can find them on the internet at www.whiteflower.com. All the makeup we did today was soft and pretty, and it's very natural. It comes out to a beautiful shade of skin tone. It matches her wedding gown experience and everything else about it. Soft, smoky eye, small eyelash, smoldering smudge underneath the eye, nice, pouty, neutral lip, not to take away from our look. I really love it. I think it's great. Don't forget to shop with us at www.estiesinternational.com. Bye. Thank you.